can actually find everything from Lesotho in here, from more like their blanket, their hats. Every artifact that you see in Lesotho can be found in here. This is beautiful, bro.
So I wonder, do you choose, like, I want to book the Lesotho, the South Africa?
And every month we bring...
He left America to build 9 luxury resorts in Africa. Ethiopia, to be specific. Let's go ahead and check this out, guys.
Heart that Africa is a world to invest on. Everything you see is an opportunity, especially for the younger generation, the African diasporas living across the world. They need to come back and change the continent. And otherwise, there is no other Africa. This is the only continent they have.
Dang, bro, look at Addis, bro.
And I'm more than certain that this continent will be a shining place in the coming few years. While I'm still alive and kicking.
My name is Tadios Belleta, the owner of Kuruftu Resorts and Spas, a brand that is everywhere in Ethiopia, and we are hoping to reach out many more other
Hey, I'm gonna have to go check these out. These are nice.
What is spicy?
Africa. As you see, every part of this resort represents Africa. The furniture is built by hand. The chairs are made here. The artwork is from Africa. And the name of our restaurant is Africanized. The name of the restaurant, 1963, is when we established, the founding fathers established African Union.
Okay.
And all our conference rooms are named after those founders. Haile Selassie, from Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah, Jomo Kenyatta. Everything about this property is to promote Africa and to represent Africa. Every piece of the land.
That's dope. Oh, I just now noticed that's the...
I told you,
That's
everything
right
we do is to promote Africa. Every inch of this space.
You know, our vision is
That's
to
fire,
introduce
dog.
Africa to Africans. We have over 1 billion people in this continent, and none of them are, when you quantify the number and the amount of money spent on the tourism to go to another African country is less than 5%. So we need to improve that, and we need to have Africans visit Africa. So in our continent, tourism is very, highly in Africa. So our biggest problem is attracting African.
I think that's changing though. That's changing rapidly, y'all. Very, very fast. You know what I'm saying? A lot more people are in tune, you know what I'm saying? They're visiting Africa, bro.
The rest of Africa, especially in our part, Ethiopia.
Has anyone ever told you that you're too African?
I am. 100%.
100%.
You know, the idea is we have so much to offer. Much to offer.
All right.
Yeah.
We have so many Africans that are watching us across the globe, in and out of Africa.
Yeah.
If you have a simple message for them, what would that message be?
Without you, this continent will never be developed. It's simple. So please come back, invest in your continent.
I'm here, my guy.
1 billion Africans are living in a situation that we are today, and we can make it a better place.
So you believe that Africans are the only people that can develop Africa?
Absolutely. Who else?
This is definitely one of the best interviews I've ever done on the continent. So you need to help me by, first of all, liking this video, share this video, leave a comment. But most importantly, I just want you to type congratulations to His Excellency. You are a visionary. Because what you've done in Ethiopia is unbelievable.
Thank you so much.
It's absolutely a great pleasure meeting you in person because, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I saw what you've done in different parts of Ethiopia. If I didn't meet you today, I might assume that this is not owned by an African. But you're an African, right?
100%.
How do you feel being an African?
I'm so proud to be an African. I'm so speechless even to tell you where to start, how proud I am about Africa. The continent has everything that you need, but none of us really used it to make it to our planet.
Are you trying to say that Africans don't believe in Africa?
Nowadays, I can say that.
Oh, wow.
Because you know, we have in my sector. Let me go to my sector.
Okay.
My sector is a tourism sector.
Yeah.
I'll say more than half of the share is not owned by Africans. The whole entire continent.
Half.
Yeah, more than that.
More than half.
Some of the countries are motorcar. Go Google it and see the percentage of watership of Africans in African provinces.
Is there any way to change that narrative?
You know, everybody was talking about it, but nobody actually, you really have to deliver. You have to deliver on what you are saying. We Africans, for example, you are from Ghana.
Yeah.
I'm from Ethiopia. Have you ever seen an Ethiopian tour operators coming to Ghana, promote Ethiopia to bring African brothers and sisters from Ghana? The same thing vice versa. We failed because we think the other side is greener than ours. We have everything that any humankind wants, from any walk of life. Imagine the safaris that we have, the river suburb, the mountain, the culture, the history, name it, the fashion, everything. But we have to
That's
cross
true, y'all.
the sea to call it a vacation.
Whilst we can have that vacation right there on our continent.
Within in your own continent where you are respected, much better respected than anywhere else.
Say that again.
Much better respected than anywhere else in the world.
Why do you think we don't have more Africans visiting Africa?
Because we have never promoted locations of Africans, because people don't know about Africa. The guy in Kenya dreams about Dubai because he doesn't have no clue what we offer next door. With 1 hour and a half flight, he doesn't, or she doesn't know.
No, like another problem is the visas are restrictions.
Yeah, I think that's a big
The
problem.
flight tickets are so expensive. Well, what is the way forward?
I think the more demand is there, all this will be solved. It will solve its own on its own, because once you have people coming from Ghana in thousands to Addis Ababa, you know, this thing will change. But the numbers are so little, even to sit down and negotiate. You don't have 10 tourists coming from Ghana to Ethiopia, except you. Thank you.
You know why I'm speechless? Because whatever you're saying, that is what you've actually put behind us.
Facts, though.
This is an African village result.
An African village.
You know, nowadays the number is so great. In millions of tourists are coming to Africa.
Yeah. And we don't have a brand that goes across Africa, but people come to Africa to visit Africa. The hospitality, the culture, the way we design things, the way we serve, the way we eat. That's what they want to experience. The rest, they have it already there. In one block, you can find 10 hotels. So
This place
we need
is
to have
nice,
the guts and you know, a village that you can find the entire Africa in one property. We have 54 villas, as you see. All these 54 villas represent every part of Africa.
Every part of Africa.
Every part of Africa.
From Cape to Cairo.
All of it.
I want to show you how a typical chalet looks like in the African village. And we started from Ethiopia.
Let's see
Listen,
this.
that is how the Ethiopian map looks like. And do you want to come in with me? Whew. I've never seen any chalet across my trips in Africa that is so spacious like this. And this place is just for one person. So whenever you come in here, they treat you more like a president. I mean, you can sleep in here. You can be on your bed and still enjoy the TV. You got your artificial heater in here, but it's still warmer. It will keep you warm in here. But the best part of the house is the rooftop. Do you want me to take you up? Come here with me. But make sure you don't come in here alone like me, because you'll be bored. You definitely need to come with your wife, man.
Definitely. Well, I learned that mistake when I went to Mauritius by myself.
The best part of the chalet, because you can literally sit in here and still enjoy the beautiful skyline of Addis Ababa.
Oh, that's the views, really?
360 view, bro. It's insane, man. And each and every chalet in the African village is exactly the same design. But what stands out in each and every room is the kind of beautify it with artifact from the country. So everything you see here is strictly Ethiopian.
So each one of the hotel staying things has everything from each country. Like it's specific to that country. Oh, that's fire. That's fire, y'all.
Has a unique concept to begin with. First of all, it uses local employment. 83% of our employees are the people who actually built the construction, and out of that 80% are women, and those people are trained by us. Management is 100% from fresh graduates and all trained by our company to become five-star hospitality industry leaders. That itself set us aside from everyone else in our design. We design, build, and operate all our properties.
He's provided a lot of jobs for the hospitality
we hire.
Why are you doing this? Are you trying to prove a point?
We're trying to prove a point. We can have an idea, we can implement it, and we'll make it operational. We take a human body, a skeleton, put a lot of meat in it. We made it a flesh, and then they can be humans. They can work anywhere in the world. All my employees, whoever left us, are in a better position than anywhere, the whole entire Addis Ababa. And anywhere you go, you find them. They are top guys. So we believe on trading, we believe in changing the culture. We believe the young generation can do back than us. And we have done that for the last 23 years in ITPO, and the most successful on this department alone. It makes us unique.
And on the top of that is our vision is to become an African brand meaning to represent Africa. You know, as an African, we don't have a brand. We have many other international brands across Africa, but we don't have one brand that goes across Africa. So we want to be one of the brand that goes across Africa.
My name is Wadamaya, a young African on a journey to change the negative narrative of Africa, but I also celebrate African excellence just like yourself. And I believe that what you've done is what we call African excellence. But I want us to go back a little bit to the genesis of how it all started. Were you born and raised in Ethiopia?
First of all, I want to commend you on your great job promoting Africa.
Okay.
And we need a lot of you in the continent because it is underrepresented, under-promoted, undersold. So congratulations.
Thank you.
You're doing.
That's beautiful.
And keep pushing.
Thank you.
I was born
real
in
though.
Ethiopia.
Shout out Wo Maya,
I'm a
bro.
62 years old man at this time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I lived in Ethiopia until age 16. Because of the socialism and the revolution in our country, I was forced to fled out of the country at age 16.
You fled your own country.
I fled my own country. I was a refugee in Sudan for 3 years. And I was a housemaid in Sudan, my first job. My first job was actually watching over the birds not to eat the scarecrow. And, and promoted to be a housemaid, yeah. So after 3 years in Sudan, and I was sponsored by a Catholic church to come to America. That's how I ended up in America, worked and lived in America for 20 years, and came back to be part of the development of the continent.
Hold on.
You had a journey, y'all.
You moved from Sudan
To
to
America.
America. You lived in America for 20 years. What were you doing in America?
By nature, I think I am a business person, and me and my good friends put together money and we started our own business. And the first black-owned business in Boston called Konjo, means beautiful in Ethiopian language, and we used to own a spa, not one, two.
Wow.
We had about 45 employees, and we were maybe the first people, and it was on the Boston Globe Sunday newspaper. I have it still here in Boston Spa, you can look at it. So the vision is not to settle for a second-grade property or third-grade property, to be right on the front where we belong.
There's so many Africans that go to America and will be like, America's heaven, and they're not coming back to that continent anytime soon. You left everything that you built and came here.
And with the 3 kids.
Oh, you came with all of them?
It was all of them. No baggage left behind.
Can't leave the kids behind, y'all. Can't leave the kids.
What made you decide to leave America back to Africa?
I always wanted to come back to Africa. I always wanted to do something in Africa. And the thing is, I know better because I was in the spa business. As you know, on Borderless Road, I built the building
This is real
put
footage?
the first spa in Addis Ababa with an employee at the time, maybe 80 to 100 people. Now we have about 280 staff in that property alone. And with that, we expanded to the first resort in the Brazil. And it was, when we started, it was only 18 rooms. Now we have 250 beds and the biggest water park in West Africa. And after that, it keeps expanding. Now we have 9 properties. We employ over 3,000 employees.
Goodness.
But what has been the most challenging since you started doing this business in Africa?
You know, the most challenging part was to bring my family back.
How was that challenging?
Because everyone is saying that you never survive in Africa. The decision that I made to bring my family from Mayne, or they were living with, so I said, you know, they will do much better. And I was right.
You're right.
My kids finished in Ethiopia, elementary school and high school. They went back to study. All of them graduated, and they all came back.
Why did you involve your kids in your business?
I did not
it in the
push.
family.
I tried to create interest in them. So because I always tell them, the Africa that you want to see in the future, you have to start today. Otherwise, we can always appreciate building is not yours, a bridge that you did not build, a hotel that doesn't belong to you. So it is important, the vision that you will have for your own kids. If you don't start it today, it will never happen.
Why do you love the continent so much?
It is my continent.
But as Africans, we give up on our continent. So seeing you just, embracing the continent?
No, the continent needs to be embraced. The continent needs to be promoted. The continent needs to be worked on, and by us, most important. And you'll see a good change in the coming few years.
Growing quick, y'all.
Addis Ababa is where the African Union building is. So which means that every year, African leaders meet in this country. You don't think you've built something that each and every African leader that comes here needs to stay in here?
Absolutely.
Are they doing that yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Soon enough, I hope.
No. Tag your leader that I found a perfect place for them to stay whenever they come for African Union meeting, because this is a true representation of Africa. And we have Ghana here.
The
we have
Lesotho
South
was
Africa
random. I
here,
was
yeah.
wondering, oh, South Africa. I was wondering maybe that might have been the Lesotho like house thing or building. Maybe.
Lesotho. So you don't need to stay in any hotel when you visit this country.
Oh, I gotta go here, bro. This is too nice.
One of my good friend, an ambassador from Lesotho, she came to visit this property and I showed her room. She literally cried. She was very emotional. Wow. At the summit of the African Union, she invited her prime minister must-see property. He came to visit this property and he invited me. Within a week, I was in Lesotho to develop similar and African brand in Lesotho.
Wow.
So how inspirational that this can get. So how fast we can change African destinations with our own product, with our own service. No, this is designed, built, and operated by Africans, 100%.
It's African owned.
There is no designer came to design this. We designed it, we built it, and we made it operational. It's a statement that we can do it even in a much better scale.
As someone who loves to travel Africa, this feels so cool because I don't need to go anywhere because I'm right here at the Mountain Kingdom and right opposite me is Kenya. But guess what? I need to show you because the owner of this place talked a lot about Lesotho.
Oh, okay, let's see the Lesotho.
The fact that you can actually find everything from Lesotho in here, from more like their blanket, their hats, every artifact that you see in Lesotho can be found in here. This is beautiful, bro.
So I wonder, do you choose, like, I want to book the Lesotho, the South Africa?
And every month we bring a chef from that different country to celebrate the culinary. We bring a fashion designer to showcase the culture and the way we dress in Africa.
What?
We bring a business delegation so we can connect inner continent business.
That's dope,
we bring hoteliers to package themselves as Ethiopian Airlines so we can create intercontinental tourism. This is not just a hotel, it's a meaningful property that represents Africa, where the home of the African Union is.
It ain't just a word that says Kenya or South Africa. Like they actually bring in the food, the fashion, you know what I'm saying, everything to the this is dope, bro.
Are you looking forward to replicating this in all the African countries?
Every capital city of Africa. I started it. I'll try my best to go, as far as I can go, and my kids and you guys can finish it all.
I guess we have to take it to Ghana then.
Must. It's a must.
It's a must.
It's a must. To the Ghanaian government.
Yeah.
So to really take this opportunity for us to build an African village in Accra.
That'll be a beautiful one.
We're thinking of to bring Ghana, Botswana, Uganda, and Zanzibar. Ghana, if they come. The future of Kruftu is, as we are very much Pan-Africanist, the future of Kruftu will be a brand for Africa that will be representing Africa in 54 or 55 countries of Africa. The reason we build an African village is because the tourists coming from all over the world to experience Africa in one place. And that experience now we are gauging the customer satisfaction and everyone is happy and all Africans call it home. So we need to create a place like that in every capital city of Africa. That's the future of Kruftu.
Despite all the struggle you went to from Ethiopia to Sudan to America, did that ever teach you any lesson?
It made me a better person. I lived in Sudan for 3 years. I always say that I did my master's degree in life. because it was so hard to, I was too young, younger than my youngest son now. So it was very difficult. But it really made me a better person. Sudan is next home away from home.
You're planning to build another resort in Sudan?
I tried, went there a few times and picked a location. As you know, what happens now in the country is unfortunate, but I hope once everything settles down, I make sure that is done. That's for sure.
There's a lot going on in
If you
Sudan.
had a chance to change one thing in Africa, what will it be?
Perception about the rest of the world, forgetting ourselves. That needs to change.
I don't understand.
Meaning that we have a better thing than anybody else, but we never appreciate it. We want to appreciate the continent as it is and work on it to make it a better place for all of us.
Do you want to see Africans come together?
Absolutely. It's just natural. It has to be done.
What do you think will
I
ever
agree.
happen on the continent if we come together?
Will flourish like nobody's business. Coming to Ethiopia from one of African country to see the opportunity to invest or even to visit. The same thing vice versa. Imagine what we can do. Why do you think people are investing in Dubai? Because they go and they really like the country because they have done it well, so they can capture your mind fully. That's what's lacking in Africa. And
Wait, is
we'll
that
do
Dubai, y'all?
we all are
Goodness.
humans, son. We have the capacity to do these things.
What change do you want to see this continent in 10 years on a continent?
Every young person is employed, and every person is so proud to come to their neighboring countries to feel, we have over 1 billion people, and we go Europe and somewhere else to promote our continent. And instead of promoting our own continent for our own people, so we can have a bridge to cross to meet each other, so we can have an industry coming by train instead of a cargo.
You believe in a borderless Africa?
Absolutely. Absolutely. What is visa-free Africa and borderless Africa? It's a continent.
I don't know. I want to cry because this is something that I've been preaching all this while, but people are not understanding me. Because imagine if we don't need visa to come here, everyone will be patronizing the resort.
Why wouldn't
How many
people
of
want
these
a
resorts have you
visa free?
built in Ethiopia?
That number 9.
Number 9.
Yeah. And now we're already took the land in Uganda, and we are going to build an upper 10.
In Uganda?
Uganda.
He's a Pan-African man. Can you please allow me to call you Your Excellency?
No,
Because these are the people that deserve the title Your Excellency.
no.
Because you're walking the talk. Because I'm tired of all the time we hear talking and talking on the continent and no actions to back it. But you're doing it.
I'm trying my best to level best. Whichever small contribution I can make Africa change, I do everything in my power.
What are you going to tell businesses in Africa that don't believe that an African is capable of being a manager of their properties?
Try it, and you will be ashamed of yourself. And because we can do anything in this world. My staff never went to school, most of them, because they're less fortunate, don't have no other option to live. The only thing they were doing are the day laborers, carrying stone, machinery work, and this and that. We changed that lifestyle. We made them the number one. Check the TripAdvisors in our company. It's number one across the board. Wow.
Do you believe in them because you're ones like that?
I came through that.
Yeah, because you're once a refugee. So
When I talk about my employee was the person who's cleaning, I relate to that because I was there. And anyone given the opportunity, look at me now, I'm employing 3,000 people, and I was a scarecrow at one time. So we can all make it happen than you ask for.
do you regret leaving America?
I never regret to be, I was good in America, but the transition was amazing to come to Africa, and Africa is home, and I am happy what I have achieved, and I'm happy how many lives I have changed. I'm happy in my own way I put Africa on the map.
This was beautiful, y'all. This was beautiful. What do y'all think about the Borderless Africa, man? What do y'all think about Borderless Africa? I feel like it's something that needs to be done, man. Because even like I see a lot of people complaining about how like people from the U.S. can just travel anywhere. Their visa is so powerful. But I feel like Africa holds themselves back. Like imagine those same people complaining about the U.S. being able to travel, but then you support a border, like having borders and stuff like that. Like, wouldn't you want to have a borderless? Wouldn't you want to travel to see all of Africa and things like that? Bro, there's so much on this continent. I think the problem is more people want to travel outside of Africa. They don't feel like they're gonna get something different within the continent. Bro, Africa, bro. I just feel like a borderless Africa is the way to go, man. What do y'all think about that? But hope you guys enjoy my action commentary. Stay tuned, FCF.